Hello everyone and welcome to a different type of video. Now this is a bit of a weird one, because usually if I do a tier list, I'd go on like the tier list website, but they didn't have any that had like every single like ride that I've been on, so I kind of wanted to make my own one, so welcome to PowerPoint. The budget version of tier list, ladies and gentlemen. So this is a different type of video because I want to like do some different types of videos and stuff, because I'm at the moment sticking to the original ones, which is the South Park game and the flippy and flaky stuff, so I want to kind of like enjoy a bit more and do like a different video. So I've been meaning to do this tier list for a while because I've gone on a lot of roller coasters since my last tier list and rides and stuff, and I want to like update you all how it is. So let's start off with the Rage at Southend-on-Sea Adventure Island. This ride packs a punch. Like, this was one of, I think, if we're talking like a couple of years ago, I think this was the first ride I went on to get my fear over loops, or was it? Was it? I'm trying to remember. But, yeah, so I think, no, maybe it was Smiler first. So I went on Smiler, and then this ride was like, this is okay. Like, it wasn't, like, terrifying for me to actually go on anymore, because, like, I kind of went on it and then, like, sworn to myself to never go on it again. This thing packs a punch, even though it's such a small area. Its first drop into, like, the massive loop-the-loop is always fun. I also love the turn. There's, like, a turn where it does this, like, 360 thing where it goes like that. A barrel roll, that's it. So, honestly, I think I'm going to put this one... I think I'm going to put this in the amazing tier. I think it just has to go in there. So, yeah, it has to go there because it's a good ride. I really like it, so we'll just stick that there. So delete that. So next one, the Dragon's Claw. This one, I remember going on this at Southend, and this ride is quite crazy. You know, it's funny because this was the one ride I went on without shoes on. It was really stupid. I don't know why I went without shoes on, but anyway. So the Dragon's Claw was such a good ride. I thoroughly enjoyed the Dragon's Claw. It's like this thing. If you guys haven't seen it, I'll throw like a quick clip of what it does now on screen. I'll be doing that to every ride so you guys can get a nice like look at them. But it's like this big thing, and you got like seats around it, and it kind of like turns and does all this like weird stuff. It's really cool. I went on it for like the first time, I think back in like 2 years ago, back in 2021, and it was really good. I really enjoyed that ride. This is one of the flat rides at Southend-on-Sea, so it isn't a roller coaster, but as of the way flat rides come, I think that they've actually got rid of this now, and they've replaced it with the Screecher, which is another flat ride, but it like turns. It's got like I think maybe 4 or 5 arms on it, and it all turns around and stuff. But yeah, as of this, I'm gonna have to put this in the amazing tier as well, just because it's again flipping great ride. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's definitely up there with all the like good stuff. So yeah, we'll move this. Skydrop. Oh my, this is going in God tier. I don't care. Skydrop. This was I think one of the first ever drop towers I ever went on, and I can remember a memory with me and my mum, because my mum hates like rides, any rides, she hates them. And me and my mum went on this, and I'd tease her because I'd look down. She's like, "Ellie, don't look down, don't look down." And I'd always tease her. This ride packs such a fun part. Like, when you drop, it is just crazy. I don't know why, but the way it drops, they don't even, like, warn you. It's just, whee! And you just suddenly drop, you're like, okay! I flippin' love that ride. It's definitely aged well. Like, it's still such a good ride for me. I love going on it every time I go into Adventure Island. And I'm saying this is going in God tier. This is a really good drop tower, and it goes really high as well, so... I mean, come on, this is God tier. Next, oh my word, okay. So this is the Green Scream. This is what it's called. The Green Screen at Southend-on-Sea, Adventure Island. This ride is actually very underrated in my opinion. So this is a family coaster. It doesn't have any loops or any inversions or anything, but it does go really fast. Like, if you sit at the back of the crocodile, like all like the seats, and if you sit right at the back, man, you're getting whipped around. Like, I think I've sat at the back maybe once or twice on that ride, and it's so worth it. I absolutely love it. definitely a really good ride. It's so fun. I absolutely love the green screen. The one thing I will suggest that is kind of sad now is what Southend used to do. I don't know if this is just due to capacity or anything, but they used to allow 2 rounds of the green screen. So you used to go round 1 time and then you'd have a second go. They don't do that anymore. They only do it 1 go. So I think for that reason, I'm gonna have to put it in the alright tier. So it's still a good ride. It's just not as good as it used to be. Otherwise, it would have gone in the amazing tier. Okay. Oh, okay. I just needed to recognise the picture for a second. This is the water slide, the boat water slide ride at Southend-on-Sea. This is like one of the first things you're greeted to when you walk into the park. No, it isn't. It's sorry, I got that wrong. If you go like on the other second half of the park, there's 2 areas. No, it is like one of the first things you greet into the park, yeah. Because you've got like the massive tower, and then you've got the green like tube slide, and you've got the blue slides as well. So I went on the blue slide. The first one I ever went on was the blue slides, because I was terrified of tube slides back then. I don't know why, I guess it was dark, and I was a bit afraid of the dark back then and stuff. But yeah, this is really good fun. You have to wait in line for a bit of a long time though. It's quite a long process, but yeah, the blue slides are fun, but the green slide's the best one because you get sloshed around in this like tube. It's really good. The blue slide's good if you want like a race with other people, but the green slide's fun just to have a good time. So yeah, so I'm gonna say that the slide one goes in the alright tier. It's not amazing, but it goes in the alright tier. Okay. Now, this ride, Axis, I've never been on it. And I put it on this list because I'm actually going... I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm going to suck my guts up and next time I go Southend, I'm going to get on it. I don't want to. Like, my brain says, no, do not. But I have to, like, this is like the Smiler and all the other rides that I've been on that I've had to, like, face my fear and do it. Axis is one of those rides that, I don't know, like, I can go on Smiler, like, 50 times over, and I'm okay with it. The only reason I do not like Axis is not because of it going high, it's because it spins as well. And I don't know why, but I feel like I'm going to get very motion sick on that, and I do want to, like, buck up the courage and do it, but, I don't know, I'm just so nervous to do it. But, so as of Axis, I've heard a lot of good reviews about this ride. Everyone loves it. My friend Dennis has gone on it a billion times and he loves it. So I'm going to say, for now, it's going to go in the amazing tier, because probably when I get on it, I'm going to say it's amazing or god tier, so might as well guess, huh? So, aha! Okay, do you want to hear a funny story about this one? So this is the Archelon, I think, is that what it's called? The Archelon? It's something like that, Archelon. It's something like that, if I can remember correct, but I call it the turtle, that's what I call it. So this is like a swing ride, and the turtle, like, turns around this big thing, and you're on this massive swing thing. It's quite a fun ride, I will admit. But the eyes on the turtle used to freak me out when I was a kid. I don't know why, they just did, and my parents and my, like, family would always tease me about it. As for the ride itself, it's a good, fun ride, and you get quite a long go on it as well. Like, they keep it going for, like, I think it's like a minute or minute and a half, close to 2 minutes actually, that they let you go on that turtle for. It's really good, and it also goes up as well, so it goes higher. Honestly, the turtle is such a fun ride. I just haven't been on it in a while, but I'm going to put that in the god tier because I remember how good that ride was when I went on it as a kid. It's really good fun. So yeah, just put this in the god tier. Absolutely love that ride. So yeah. Right, now we're moving on to Alton Towers rides. Woohoo, we're back. So these might have all changed since the Alton Towers tier list that I did. So, controversial one, here it comes, Wicker Man. So, here's the thing. So I went on Wicker Man last year twice, and the year before twice as well. The year before sucked. I didn't like Wicker Man at all, and I know people are going to hate me for that, but there you go. So, in 2021, I hated Wicker Man. I don't know why, I just couldn't stand the ride. It was too rough, it hurt I know it's a wooden roller coaster, it's meant to do that, but I just can't stand things that, like, make my, like, bones and that shake and stuff like that. not the ride for me, if you know what I mean. Like, it's not the ride for me. However, last year, in 2022, I went on Wicker Man twice again. First time round, it was okay. Second time round, absolutely perfect. I don't know why, but all of a sudden I fell in love with the ride because I kind of forgot how fast the ride goes. Like, down one of the turns where the tunnel is. It's like that. You can see the turn where I'm, like, pointing on with my mouse. It's that turn there, and it goes really fast down towards the structure. It's really fast, and I absolutely love it. And it seemed like it gotten a little bit smoother since the last time I rode it. That's why I preferred it. However, it's not a good ride for me entirely because the smoke tunnel at the end sets off my asthma. I don't know why, but it just does when it's, like, working and stuff. But I'm going to say right now, Wicker Man is going to go in the amazing tier. Because it used to go in like the okay or nope, not for me tier, but I've changed that now because I don't know, Wicker Man's just great. I love it. It's not my favourite, so that's why it's not going in God tier, but it's still amazing and it's worth a ride every time you go there. I mean, come on, you can't miss Wicker Man. It's good. Here it is, the beast, Nemesis. Okay, I'm gonna say it. Nemesis is my second favourite. It hasn't changed, I know. Nemesis is getting retracted at the moment, which I'm kind of sad about still because I can't ride on it this year, but yeah, Nemesis is still second for me, and it's going in God tier. I'm sorry, it's still going in God tier. It's a fast roller coaster. I love the speed that it gives off. There's just one thing I don't like about it, but it's not awful that I would put it in any of the lower tiers. It's the fact that when you go around that really fast turn at the start, your blood shoots straight to your legs, and it kind of hurts, but besides that, oh, that ride is so much fun. I absolutely love Nemesis. It's just great. I love it. Every bit about it when I rode it. So much fun. Move on to Oblivion. Now, this ride packs a punch, especially when it goes down that drop into the tunnel. I wouldn't say... I mean, I love Oblivion, don't get me wrong, but it's not for me all the time. Like, there has been countless times where I've missed Oblivion over Smiler and some of the other rides at the park, so I'm going to put that in your right tier. I know, you're all going to hate me for it, but it's not something I'd go on all the time. That's the thing. It's not something I'd go on, like, every time I go to Alton Towers, because I've missed it, like, maybe 2 or 3 times now when going, so, yeah. I don't remember off the top of my head, because I've been in Towers quite a few times now, so, yeah. 13! I'll be honest, I've only been on this ride once, and that was when me and Kieran went together. There's a vlog on my channel if you guys want to check that out. Yeah, I only went on this once, and it is a good ride. Like, I love it. Like, I keep trying to get on it every time I go Towers now, but every time I go, it seems to be closed. Like, that's the only thing I don't like about 13, is it always seems to be closed, and I know there could be, like, reasons and restrictions behind the reasons it's closed, but it's kind of annoying because... I mean, there's got to be a lot of other people that totally agree with me on this, but if you live far away from the park, you can't go there all the time. So it's kind of sad when you go there and then you want to go on a certain ride, but it's closed. So, yeah, I know 13 has their troubles with the lift hill and when it's raining and stuff. That's fair enough. That's a safety reason. But, yeah, I think the only thing good about 13, in my opinion, is a drop track. Everything else is, I mean, kind of a bit, I mean, it's kind of something we've seen before on roller coasters, so I'm going to put that in the okay tier. I know, this is my opinion. So, yeah. Oh, look at what we have here. Straight in God tier. I don't care which one. Okay, there's a reason why I'm putting this in God tier, okay? And it's still my favourite roller coaster to date. That's why. Hang on, let me just Control C, Control V. I'm having to do this now. There we go. Straight in God tier. Mainly because Smiler is naturally my favourite ride in the park. I mean, I have a Smiler shirt on right now. But it's just so fun. It's so fun. I've got news, by the way, for you guys. That will be in an update video coming very soon. I'm so happy. I love Smiler so much. I love the merch that it gives off. I love the backstory behind the Smiler as well. The theming. I just love the ride in general because it is just non-stop upside down. And and the fact that the ride's like just a little over 2 minutes. of ride time is ridiculous. It's just, it packs such a punch, and especially on the front row, because I've been on the front row on the Smiler, it is something. It is so something that you guys have got to experience. If any of you like roller coasters, you live in the UK, or even if you live in a different country, come over here and ride this roller coaster, please. Because I'm sorry, but try and get the front row as well. I know it's not easy, but if you're lucky enough, get the front row, because the front row, you can see everything in front of you, and it is scary. But it's a good scary. Moving to Galactica. This ride is underrated. I don't care how many of you say that it is overrated. It is underrated, okay? The reason I'm saying this is because if you get a good ride on it, it is magnificent. I love Galactica so much. Sure, it doesn't have as many inversions and it's not as crazy, but it's something you can just enjoy. That's the thing. This is a ride you can just sit there and enjoy, because you're just in this flying position, you're flying around the park, you see other people down below you, waving to them. It's just as good a time. And the thing is, when I went on Galactica, I had the time of my life. I was doing my arm pose, I was having such a good time on that ride. I don't know why, but Galactica, I feel like, is so underrated, and I don't know why. It's such a good ride. So I'm going to put that in the amazing tier. Okay. Rita! So, I don't go on this ride as much as I used to, but I will say, with last time I went on it, so last time I went Towers, I forgot how much it packs a punch, because I keep forgetting that Stealth obviously goes really fast. And when I went on Stealth, I was like, this is faster than Rita. It is. But then I'm like, when I sit on Rita, I'm like, this isn't going to be as fast, but then I forget, and then I'm like, okay, like, every time. Rita is good. There's just a few things that I don't like about it, which is the fact that it's quite short, it ends quite quickly. There's not really much to it besides the launch. I mean, that's the reason you're going on it, for the launch, really. And there's nothing else really about Rita. You know what, I hate to say this, but I wouldn't even mind if Alton Towers, kind of took it down and put something else there. I mean, Rita, I don't think I'd miss it if it went, so for that reason, I'm going to put Rita in the nope, okay? I know it sucks, but I just don't think there's anything else that's good with Rita. I know. Right, Stealth! Heading on to Stealth. So, when I went on Stealth, Stealth is great. I love Stealth because I remember the first time I went on it, it was very, 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 very scary. I didn't want to get on it. But then my second time around, I went on the front row. I know, I'm stupid. And I tried to put my hands up and my arms almost broke. Like, I felt my arms go like this. I was like, ah, they're coming out of the sockets. It's like I'm gonna die. But, so Stealth is so fun. Like, if you get front row on it, it's so much better. Like, I swear, like, the second and third row of, Stealth is okay, but when you get front, it is so scary. But I love it for that reason. So I'm gonna put Stealth in the amazing tier. There it goes. Right. Colossus. Again, I feel like this ride is a bit bullied, because there's a lot of people that don't like it because it's rough, and the last, like, is it like 5 inversions with the corkscrew? Or the barrel roll is what you call something you call it. A lot of people don't like it because of how rough it is and how long that bit goes on for, but I think the barrel roll is the best part. I don't know why, but it goes on for so long and it's so slow when you go around that it just kind of works. I don't know why, but it does. I love it. I don't know, it's just great, and I think Colossus is quite underrated in my opinion. It's definitely very, very, very fast. Like, when you get up to the top of the lift hill, when you start that long drop when the loop comes, that is like the fastest part of the entire ride. It really picks up speed on that, and I think that's a really cool it's a really cool ride. I absolutely loved Colossus. Colossus is one of those rides I went on like a lot at Thope Park, so for that reason I'm going to put in God tier. I love Colossus, it's great. So yeah, Colossus is going to go there. Alright, here's where people are going to hate me. I didn't like Saw the Ride. I don't know why. I just feel like it's one of those roller coasters that lots of parks have. I mean, the only thing I liked about Saw the Ride was the theming. The theming was really good. Everything else, and the indoor part of the ride as well. The indoor part was good. But everything else about that ride just seemed really boring. Like, I was sitting on it, and I was just like, oh, this is great. Like, I was just kind of like, I don't know, I was like, is this the best you got? And I wasn't really getting, like, you know, like that thrill you usually get when you go on roller coasters and stuff. I never had that. I was just sitting there kind of just like, yep, this is Saw the Ride. So I was just, I don't know, I just didn't really find the enjoyment in it for some reason. So I think for that reason, it's going to have to go in the Nope okay for me. A lot of people are going to hate me for this because it's Saw the Ride, but I don't know, just didn't find interest in it. But this is my opinion, so. Dobominator. I think that's what it's called, is it? So this is Thorpe Park's version of the drop tower, which I think is Angry Birds themed, if I'm not correct. I think it is. But this drop tower is really good as well. It's just like Skydrop. This thing doesn't tell you. I mean, I think it pauses, so it counts down, and it goes, like, it kind of counts down, and then it stops, and you don't do anything, and if you haven't read it before, then it catches you off guard, which is what happened to me. Because I was like, is it going to go down? And then it just suddenly went down, and it scared the absolute bejesus out of me. I'm going to say this is definitely a amazing one. So, it's going to go in the amazing tier. Isn't as good as Skydrop in my opinion, because that's like an OG for me, but it's still amazing. Nemesis Inferno. This is gonna probably annoy a lot of people, but I never enjoyed this version of Nemesis. I don't know why. Like, on Nemesis at Alton Towers, wherever you sat on that ride, it was a good ride. I don't know why. I think it's just because, obviously, Nemesis at Towers has all the valleys and stuff that you fly through and stuff like that. Nemesis Inferno at Thorpe Park, obviously it's higher, yes, but everywhere I sat on that, I didn't get a good ride. I didn't get a good view or anything. I was just blocked, and I couldn't see where we were going or what was happening. The problem with this ride is you kind of need the front row to actually get a good ride on Nemesis Inferno, so I'm going to have to put this in the okay tier. It's not horrible, but it's not, like, up there for me. So, yeah. Right. Last but final one, Swarm at Thorpe Park. This is definitely going in God tier, and I'll give you a reason why. This ride is beyond crazy. I absolutely love Swarm at Thorpe Park. That is my favourite ride there. Because there's, obviously, when you go up the lift hill, there's that turn before you drop down underneath the aeroplane wing. And the speed you get on that is scary. Plus the turn at the top, it doesn't, like, if you sit on one wing or you sit on the other wing, you get two different versions of this, like, turn you're going over. If you're sitting on one side, you're going upwards. If you're sitting on the other side, you're going downwards. It's really scary, and I just think that turn at the top makes it one of the best rides at Thorpe Park, in my opinion. Like, it's a lot higher as well. Obviously, Thorpe Park doesn't have the tree law, which is what Alton Towers has, which Alton Towers needs to, like, build it underneath the trees. But this is just a ride that I can enjoy every time. Like, I say this because when I went to Thorpe Park for the first time, Swarm, we were on Swarm about 11 times during the day. Like, 11 goes on that. Because people weren't at the park, and we didn't even have to go around and wait in line again. We just asked them, can we stay on? And they were like, yeah. So we just got, like, rides galore on Swarm, which was all the more fun. Also, when you go round where the water is, I just love it because you're close to the water, and it's so cool. It's a really good ride. But that has been my tier list for all the rides that I've been on in the past 3 years now. So, you've got the God tier, which has Skydrop, the Turtle, Colossus, Nemesis, Smiler, and Swarm. You've got the Amazing tier with the Rage, Dragon's Claw, Stealth, the Abominator, Axis, Wicker Man, and Galactica. You have the Alright tier, which has Green Scream, the boat water slide, yes, and Oblivion. You have the OK tier, which has 13, and Nemesis Inferno. And you have the Nope Not For Me tier, which is Rita and sort of the ride. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tier list. I know it was quite a long one and it is just me talking to you guys, but I just wanted to try out a different video because I've been doing other videos and being a bit repetitive recently, so I kind of want to mix it up a bit. But if you guys like the tier list stuff, let me know. I'll definitely do like more tier lists. Like, I might do a South Park tier list at some point, maybe a HTF tier list. Let me know what you guys want and I'll let you guys know. But this has been me with the tier list, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.